All right, what is up, gentlemen? It's your boy Everardo here with my brother.
Yo, what's up? It's David.
We are back with another episode of Cigar Talks podcast. Today we want to talk about being yourself. Being yourself is very important. I feel like being yourself is very genuine, and genuine has equity. You know, being fake has instant depreciation. That shit can only last for so long. But genuine, there's equity in that. You know, it could take you far. What was I gonna say about that? Like take PUA for example. If you know what PUA is, it's pickup artistry. Pickup artistry is like basically using psychological mechanics to pick up women, right?
Yeah.
But you got to pretend to be like this person, right?
Yeah.
That shit can only last for so long. Like if you manipulate someone into buying a shitty car, or like some car that they think is, you make them think it's so badass, but really it's not. It's gonna backfire. You're gonna get a refund. You're gonna get a return, right? But being genuine, being real, that shit lasts for a long time. That shit goes far. So I think being real is very important. And you don't want to like pretend to be like other people. I don't know if you ever notice, like you talk to people, like a group, like imagine you hang out with a group of people, right? And they invite you to hang out with them, but they're impossible to talk to because all they talk about is like something that you don't really know about, like sports. Like I don't like, bro, in high school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like in high school, I remember like I would try to talk to some friends and stuff, but I remember in high school, like all they would talk about is sports, and I never really kept up with sports. Like I didn't really give a fuck. But when I would try to talk to them about something else, like they wouldn't really care because all they care about is sports.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that shit, avoid that shit, because that's not your circle, obviously, People shouldn't have to really try to fit in that hard. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's true.
It's important though to explore different circles, but I don't think when you realize like that circle is not for you, it's all good. Like just keep it moving.
Like you got to know who you are, because like if you don't know who you are, you're gonna either pick up certain tendencies or habits or act a certain way that's not you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that shit can take you down a dark path too. Like you'll lose yourself, or you just like you'll judge yourself a lot. You know what I mean?
Because I think everybody identifies themselves as a certain person, and they feel or they think they have to be like that type of way. You know what I mean? Like if you, like a lot of gym people, they're all kind of the same.
Yeah.
Like all like gang members, they're all kind of the same. But like, I don't know if they try to act like a certain way. Because like deep down, I think everybody's pretty nice. Like you're nice to your family because they're your family.
Yeah, it's very true.
You're nice to some fucking random ass person.
And then when they're around their group of friends or their circle, they act a different way. Yeah. Or like when they're just around different people in general, they're just a different way. You know what I mean? Like I'm guilty. I've caught myself like acting a certain way, and like after the interaction, I'd be like, what the fuck? That's not really me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's true.
And now it's like at a point where I'm just like one person with everybody. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
But there's no need to put on like this facade or like this mask when you're around different people. People are gonna fuck with you regardless, and if they don't, they don't. Like, you know what I mean? Just keep it moving. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, you just gotta know yourself and know what you like, because when you do shit you like, it gives you more energy. So you're more happier.
Yeah.
But wherever you're going, like for example, fuck, if you like going to the gym or something, like you're gonna kick it with people who go to the gym, and you just be yourself. Like there's no point of acting like you're somebody you're not.
Yeah. And it's like also cool to like have different interests, because when you have different interests, you get into different circles, but still keep that genuine personality, you know what I mean? The true you.
Yeah.
Because all those people they're gonna take note of that mentally, subconsciously, and they're always gonna have, possibly good thoughts about you for the most part. And on top of that, you know, the word gets around about you and people just talk about you. You know, they talk about, oh, yeah, this guy's such a cool person. He's genuine and shit. Like, yeah, he likes hella shit, you know, or like you don't just like the gym. He likes cars or he makes music. You know, he has a business, whatever.
Yeah.
Like people find that interesting. Like, don't try to, I don't know. There's people out there that just fucking focus on one thing,
Yeah.
like sports. I
Like
think
they,
that shit is
like they zone in on one thing.
yeah.
But
And that's
there's more to it. Like
There's
like
a-
how you said, like different interests.
there's a saying, it's good to know a little bit about everything rather than everything about one thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's very true. Like, I'm not trying to know everything about one thing. I want to know everything, a little bit about everything, because that makes you way more interesting. And then that way you could talk to hella different people. You know what I mean? That way.
I feel you on that one because, I mean, like, I'd rather be proficient at one thing, like hella skillful at one thing,
Yeah, that's very
than
true.
be skillful at many things, because then you don't master that one skill.
Mhm.
But I think that goes down to like your work
Yeah, that's like,
and what you dedicate yourself. Like, you need to be a fucking master at one
that's strictly
thing.
the work category.
Yeah, but when it comes to like other areas of your life, you got to know a lot.
Mm.
Like, I could hold a conversation about fitness, even though I'm fat,
Mm.
because I've lost 100 pounds, you know?
Yeah.
But I gained it back because I dedicated myself to my business for a moment, and I could talk about fighting because, like, I've learned about Muay Thai or like fucking kickboxing.
Yeah.
I could talk about music. I can't talk about sports because I don't watch sports.
Yeah. So,
But I kind of don't want to be around somebody who all they do is watch sports, talk about sports, and you know,
yeah, I don't want to.
like I'm not
want
gonna
to
be
either.
around that person.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why they don't make Lamborghini commercials.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I rather just kick it with people who like own businesses or do dope shit, who are
Yeah.
skillful at their one thing. Like, I would kick it with my coach,
Yeah.
even though we're all probably gonna talk about just fighting and like business stuff. But I'd rather kick it with him than kick it with some dude that just talks about sports all day. And
Or
we're
like,
fucking Cardi traded.
Or like dudes that talk about cars all the time. Like,
Yeah.
like, bro, come on. I want to talk about, you know, space or, you know, philosophy, just like, you know,
Like
ideas. Yeah, life. You can never really, people that focus on one thing, usually they don't really have deep talks, you know? And then like you try to give them, that small talk, but that small talk usually doesn't end up going anywhere because it's important to, you know, you can talk to anyone and start with small talk and turn it into a deep conversation. You know, you just gotta like hit certain questions. You know what I mean? Like,
Get them interested.
yeah, like ask them about, you know, it could start with how's your day going, and then you talk about like a movie
Yeah.
that just came out or something, you know, something within the area of like wherever you are. Like, if you see something, you just bring it up and you show them and they talk about it and they'd be like, oh, how does that make you feel, you know, or like shit like that, you know? But
And you got to learn how to do that.
yeah, it's
like,
a skill,
like
man.
people don't know how to talk,
Socializing is really a skill.
and you got to practice it, because that's kind of how I learned. Like, at school, they don't really teach you much how to talk. Like, they fucking teach you how to read and write, but they don't really know you. They don't teach you how to use your vocabulary.
They don't need to teach you how to sell yourself.
Yeah, and to listen.
Yeah, they don't teach you shit in school.
But like, that's why some guys can't talk to women, because they don't fucking know how.
It's very true. Or like they just be DMing them all the time.
Mm-hmm. Or there's probably some fucking guy you want to meet that you want to talk to, but you don't know how.
Mm-hmm.
And you think just asking him questions, like randomly going up to some guy that you know because of the phone or because of social media and be like, hey, how do you do this? Like, he's not gonna give a fuck. He's just gonna look at you and be like, you're kind of weird, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I've fucked up on that one time. I went to this mastermind, but like, I didn't really fuck up in a sense where like I just straight up went up to him. I just kind of didn't know what to ask him, but I did, you know, tell him some things and stuff, and he did tell me some things, but I guess I just didn't ask the best questions.
Yeah,
but that's like early on in my ventures. You know what I made
yeah. I've made those mistakes too.
I've gotten way better at, you know, socializing. But it is a very hard skill to master. There's a lot of videos on YouTube like that show you how to, talk to people and stuff.
Yeah.
Like there's a bunch of Joe Rogan references because Joe Rogan be having like good ass conversations, and he's always like keeping it going. You know what I mean? Because of genuine interaction, though, he's himself. He doesn't like. He gets so much bash, bro. So much, like, so much negativity, so much hate.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter because he's being himself. Like that's his like.
That's him.
Yeah, that's him. And like a lot of people get on his show because they fuck with him and shit. You know what I mean? People come back on his show because he's genuine, he's real, he's being himself. And that's like how important being yourself is. It could take you far, you know what I mean? It gives you longevity.
That's true. And I mean, that comes from knowing yourself and being yourself too. Because like you can't fake that shit. You could, but you could see it.
Yeah, and it makes you feel uncomfortable as fuck.
Yeah.
I don't like that shit.
Like you're better off naturally being yourself because I've noticed the times I haven't been myself, I feel more anxious and I feel more nervous.
Yeah,
or
nervous.
I second guess myself. Or like I judge every action that I take, like if everybody's fucking looking at me. But when I'm more comfortable, when I'm more in my natural state, like, all right, like,
yeah, you're just doing you and you don't give a fuck.
You need to be in that.
Yeah, you're rolling.
Yeah.
And like, it's important. Look, guys, like, if you want to, get better at like talking to people, or you're just like, you're not sure where you belong, like what circle you belong in, or what kind of circles you belong in, just take mental note of like your body language, how you feel in the conversation, how aware you are that you are, lying or trying to like
impress somebody.
Yeah, impress somebody or just put on this front like you're really engaged in this conversation, but you're really not. You know what I mean? Like, take note of that stuff, and then you'll realize it'll give you clarity on who you should be around with and how you are and stuff like that. But I mean, like for me, like I've hung around different circles and I've realized who I belong around. And like me, David, Israel, and Matt, we're all different people.
Yeah.
Right? But we're ourselves, and like we can connect through a variety of things. And that's it. It's as simple as that. But like with other people, if you go to different circles, they connect through like there's a party people, and all they talk about is partying, and like they do partying. And there's like sports people, and all they talk about is sports and just drink and
like everybody has their tribe.
Yeah, they have like a tribe. But for me personally, like I like a bunch of different things, bro. I like cars. I like working out. I like music. I like clothes. I like cigars. I like so many different things, bro. I like to go to the beach. You know what I mean? I like nature. I like science. I like space.
Yeah.
And if I were to go into these circles, these one topic specific circles, bro, like they wouldn't be interested in talking to me. You know what I mean? Because they can't relate. They can't. You know what I mean?
They could just talk about that one subject.
Yeah, exactly. But like with me, David, Israel, and Matthew, we could talk about all these different things, and we'll all be interested in it. You know what I mean?
For us.
And that's how important being yourself is. Like, it gives you variety. It gives you options. You know what I mean? It gives you appreciation too. People appreciate you for that. Yeah. People see the fake shit, real shit. Like I see the fake shit all the time. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And that's true. And whenever you're in like those different circles, I personally don't like wasting time. So
fuck yeah.
I want to be like, I want to know who's running the shit and just talk to that person. You know what I mean? Because like in every situation, there's somebody running it, whether people think about it or not. If there's a gathering, there's someone running that gathering. Like I'd rather just talk to them because they know the most about that.
Yeah.
So like if I'm gonna learn about business, I only want to kick it with people who know about business.
Yeah. Because
that way we could talk about that. But I want to learn from the best too. Like I don't want to learn from like right now some dude tells me like how to open up a business, like, and he's never done it before. I'm just gonna walk past him like if he didn't exist. But you know, like I'm not gonna waste my time with that. But if I see someone who's like, oh shit, that fool knows how to run a business. Yeah. Like even if it has nothing to do with what I do, it could be like a brick and mortar business, whatever. But like, okay, he's successful in somewhat. Shit, he's done a lot more than I have.
Yeah,
You
and it
know?
can apply to like a different variety of businesses too. Business is business. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
But
Doesn't matter what business it is.
I want to meet that guy, so how do I meet him? You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
I can't just go up to like, hey, like, can you teach me what you know? Because this dude has like 1,000 different things going on.
Mhm.
So it's like, how could I provide him with value, or how could I connect with him?
Yeah, and that starts with being yourself. Honestly,
Yeah.
you don't want to you don't want to be a kiss ass. You don't want to be a fucking try to impress them in some type of cringy way. You want to just usually, typically, it just starts off with them just being interested in something that you have going on or something you're wearing or some shit. You know what I mean? Just it's not like you're paying too much attention to them. You know what I mean? That's kind of like because they see that as like kiss ass. Like
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I don't like that shit. Honestly.
And that's why you got to know different subjects. Because if you're gonna meet somebody, and like hypothetically, if you want to meet them because you want to network with him or you want him to help you with something, you're most likely gonna connect on a different subject. Because like, if someone's trying to be my friend, the last thing I want them to talk to me about is like business and music. Because like that's all I think about. That's all I talk about. But if you talk to me about like health or like different fucking mushrooms or like some spirituality shit, like life, or you know, let's talk about some other things that I'm interested in.
Yeah, like for me, for instance, I know so much about cars. So like, you know, a lot of successful people, they have like badass cars, right? Like this guy has a fucking Lamborghini SVJ. Like I know how much horsepower it has and shit. Like I could talk to him about that. Like, oh, what spec do you have it in? You know what I mean? Like shit like that. Like I could connect with someone like that. You don't necessarily got to be like, hey, like how do you scale your business from this to this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and people think, you know, interactions got to start with like a specific, like straight to the point. But nah, it just starts with small talk and it just turns into a deeper conversation. You know what I mean? It has to be genuine. Like it can't be like,
you got to enjoy it. You can't force it.
you don't be a leech.
Yeah.
Don't be a leech and don't associate with leeches.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just bring value to people, give to people. Even if it's as simple as a laugh. You know what I mean? People, that's an interaction right there. It's a genuine interaction. You know what I mean?
That's true. But I mean, like we've been saying, it all starts with becoming yourself, and I think there's like a good and bad thing to that, because it's true, you got to be yourself, but some people take it too far, and they're like, oh well, I'm fat, like that's just me, you know, like I'm naturally introverted.
Yeah, that's very true.
That's just me. Like I'm a gamer. That's just me. Like, you know, just because you're a gamer doesn't mean you can't fucking run a dope ass business on the side or learn how to get paid doing gaming.
Yeah, people do take it too far sometimes. They ask for like sympathy, low key.
You know,
Nah, you don't want to bring that type of shit into the conversation.
Yeah.
At all. You want to bring what you bring to the table. You know what I mean? Like, what can you bring to the table? Value. It all starts with value. Being yourself and value. Genuine. Appreciation right there. Not depreciation.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, because I mean, it's only you, and no one could be you but you. But at the same time, you got to understand who you are and realize that I feel like the way we grew up, a lot of shit was implemented in us that's not true. Like they wanted you to act a certain way. They wanted you to fucking be a certain way.
Yeah, that's very true.
There's no such thing. Like they probably fucking wanted to create like some perfect society where everybody acts the same way. But I can see 100 people doing some shit, and if something else catches my interest, like I'm gonna go do that. Because I'm not gonna fall into that herd mentality of, oh shit, everybody's
don't
doing
be a
this.
sheep.
Yeah. Like whatever's fucking popular or trending right now. Like I'm gonna look at it and I'm like, that's kind of whack. But then I'm gonna see some other shit like, okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's been times where like people would hop on things and I'm just like TikTok. I don't do TikTok. I don't even have the TikTok app. I think I downloaded it one time just because someone wanted me to see this video. Yeah. And I just ended up deleting it after, you know. But yeah, I'm not into TikTok. You know, everyone's on that TikTok wave. Yeah. But I mean, for me personally, I'm not interested in it. But and other things too, like for instance, characteristics that you pick up from other people. Like my father, like he was a certain way, and I picked up that throughout my life, but I got rid of it a couple years ago. You know, like I'm not like that at all
That's
anymore.
good. That's hard.
Yeah, it really is hard, bro.
It really is,
especially if it's genetic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's embedded in you. It's literally like it's mechanically wired into you.
Yeah.
And you just got to rewire yourself. You know what I mean?
Even like behaviors too. Like my dad didn't have. Maybe my dad has a dad, but you know, my dad didn't grow up with the dad. I guess. Like,
yeah.
So with us, he did his best he could, but I picked up certain habits. Like I'm not very caring towards other because I've never seen that shit.
Yeah, me too.
You know what I mean?
I didn't want to say it, but yeah, like my dad was mean. He was very like, he would yell a lot. He wasn't emotionally there for me too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
my dad didn't have a dad, but he had a dad.
Yeah.
But growing up, he didn't have a dad.
So he didn't know how to act towards like a kid, because I mean we're all babies at some point, and every baby needs love. Every baby needs someone to care. But growing up, you pick up certain habits, certain attitudes that you pick up either through your parents, which most likely it is, or people you look up to, or people you admire.
Yeah, people you hang around and shit too. Like I noticed. I remember when, like in high school or some shit, I was with a group of people and like we would make fun of each other, you know, jokingly. And then over time, I realized like, yo, I don't even like that shit. Like that shit's low key annoying, because like low key, it's kind of true. Like some of those things they say is kind of true, you know?
Yeah.
Even though they're joking about it, like it doesn't matter. And not saying like hella hurt me, hella bad, but it's just like
why put yourself in that situation when you could change it?
And then I've come across other groups of people that are like that would like disrespect each other jokingly. And I'm just like, bro, that's not even healthy.
Yeah.
First of all, you're not like boosting each other up. You're not hyping each other up. You know what I mean? Like, like when I'm with you guys, like I tell you guys, oh, that's a fresh ass fit. Like, dude, you look fucking good. Or, you know, that's fucking, like what you said earlier was fucking, that was true as fuck. That's hard. You know what I mean? Or like the beat you made, David, that shit went hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you gotta hype your friends up, dude. You gotta, you know, encourage them, boost their confidence and shit. You know what I mean? You're not supposed to bring each other down. Like that's. But yeah, like going back to being yourself, that shit is not me. Like I don't like to disrespect others, and like even my pops, he told me about like a group of friends that he hung out with, and how he would say his friends would say, "Hey, fucker! Like, what you doing, fucker? What's up, fucker?"
Yeah.
Like, he didn't like that shit, right? I mean, me and Israel, like, we bounce off each other like that, but like, that's
it's
love.
only with certain people.
Yeah, it's only with certain people. But like, my pops was telling me, he's like, I didn't like that shit. Like, I don't even talk to that guy because of that shit. Like, it's just unnecessary. You know what I mean? But it's very true. Like, you don't gotta be around people that you don't low key like the interaction. You know what I mean? Like,
that's what I was talking about. Like, I only surround myself with cool ass people.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I literally don't really care about other people or what other people think, because I don't need shit from them. Like, I've built my life in a way where like I just know dope people, and if I really need some help, I could ask them, and they're gonna help me because they know I would help
real
them.
About it, bro. Yeah, exactly. Like I've gone through that too. Like where I've just hung out with so many people, and now I'm at a point where, all right, I know who's real and who's not. Yeah, I know who has an agenda, low key has an agenda about me, and who doesn't have an agenda about me. Like like you guys, bro. Like I know you guys. You guys are just fucking here because we're doing shit, you know? Yeah. We're just doing this podcast. We all got shit going on. We're trying to level up, be better. You know what I mean? And there's people that like, kind of like low key just bring you around to like either mooch off you, or what is it? Mooch, right?
Yeah. Like leech off you.
Leech off you. Or like you either have something that they want, or you just like have a personality that they want around. Yeah. Or like they low key like having the dominance over you. You know what I mean? Like they low-key they just have like this certain benefit from you. And you kind of catch on to when energy that you give them is not reciprocated. You know what I mean? And yeah, you should hang around with people that bring you value. You know what I mean?
And you provide value too.
Yeah, you provide value. Don't be a leech, and don't hang around with leeches.
Yeah, that's true.
And don't be around unhappy and unlucky people.
Yeah.
Especially people that bitch all the time about their little problems. Like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
For real, who gives a fuck?
That's true. Because like I've been doing a lot of fucking self-awareness. Or is it like self-awareness?
Yeah, hell yeah, same. Well, that all started with I don't even want to talk about this no more on the podcast, low key. But like smoking weed, like when I was smoking weed, bro, because I was a pothead for like 6 years.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just bring this on for maybe like one of the last times. But
I'm the same way.
I was a pothead, bro, for 6 years.
Yeah.
And it just got to a point where I realized it was like kind of an addiction. Yeah. And then it made me aware of myself and like the things I would say, the things I would do, the way I would act.
Yeah.
And it just like made me realize like, damn, this is not me. Like, I need to get rid of this shit.
Yeah.
And now it's been like, I don't even buy that shit.
Yeah.
I have like I see some fire tree, like that crazy ass, like you see all the perp in it, all the white flakes in it and shit. Like
some exotic.
Yeah, some exotic.
Yeah.
Like that shit doesn't tempt me at all no more. And it's honestly a really good feeling. Like I have no urge to go buy that shit. Like
that's dope.
It's whatever for me now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm smoking cigars now. I'm fancy. I'm bougie with it. You know what I mean? I'm smoking $30 sticks.
That's true, because I mean when I was smoking weed, that's where I did a lot of my self-awareness, like meditating, like unlocking these different blocks
thoughts
in my mind that would stop me from doing shit.
I know exactly.
You get what I mean? Like I started thinking one time, like, what the fuck is really holding me back? Nothing. It's all in your mind. Like literally, if you're able to fix and unlock your mind, you're able to do a lot more different shit.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
And it all comes down to like eating healthy.
Fuck yeah. Like I don't eat fast food. I hardly eat fast food. I'm always eating like a home cooked meal.
Yeah.
I'm always cooking for myself. Like if you see my stories, I'm cooking some shit. You know, I'm making some steak and rice, some chicken and rice, some stir fry. You know, fajitas, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm cooking something for myself. I'd rather eat a home cooked meal than some fucking fast food.
That's true.
That's some negative shit. It's fake shit.
And it honestly tastes better. Like I would eat fast food and that shit was like the best fucking food ever. But when I stopped and I started eating real food, I'm like, this shit's actually pretty good. Like some fucking blueberries, they're hella good.
They're hella good,
you know? Like,
hell yeah.
And then you go back to fast food and the shit tastes pretty fucking nasty. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that shit's ugh.
And then I felt bad.
That's how I feel now.
Bro, that happened to me. I went like a good while without eating fast food, and then I think I went to Selena's or some shit. Like early in the morning, and I'm like, fuck, I'm kind of hungry. Like I'm not going to eat until the rest of, like later that day at a party. So I'm like, I'll just get some McDonald's. Bro, I regretted that shit.
McDonald's is only good like once in a long while. Like you gotta like not eat that shit for like 4 months.
No, but like I ate it and it was nasty. And I ate it and then I felt bad. Like I literally felt my body shut down. Like I felt my mind like fucking just start shutting down. Like I started getting brain fog. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is what the hell did I put? Yeah, like what the hell did I just put in my body? Yeah,
you should just drink some water, bro.
For us. Because I could do it too, you know, like I've gone a day without eating, like fasting, like purposely.
Yeah, same.
You know,
it's good for you. It's like you're triggering your body, your mind into survival mode. Yeah, that's what makes you grind harder. Yeah, you know, makes you focus on the grind. Like I always hit the gym on an empty stomach, always, because you're focused on the workout. You know what I mean? It's like because back in the day, or in the the caveman times, they weren't always eating good like us. You know, they
Yeah.
had to go hunt and shit. So they
That's
were
true.
starving and they were focused on hunting.
Yeah.
And that's like where the psychological mechanic comes from, you know what I mean, of fasting.
That's true, because I've studied like hella shit about that, because like I've always been interested in that, especially with like fasting, like the way your body repairs itself.
Yeah, I don't know too much about fasting, but yeah, go on.
But like
I'm
it lowers your blood sugar. It literally repairs your mind, because if your body's always digesting food, your body could only do one thing one time. It's kind of like when they say when you eat and then you drink alcohol, your body stops breaking down the food and starts working on the alcohol because it's poison. So it gives it more of a priority.
Yeah.
And that's where people get fat, because they're digesting all this like food that it's not getting broken down, because it starts breaking down the alcohol.
Makes sense why I get the love handles when I drink and eat.
Yeah. And then, but then it also like bloats you. You know what I mean? So like when your body's not fasting, when your body's fasting and it's not breaking down food, that's when it starts repairing itself, or starts repairing the mind. So there's like hella health benefits with like
hella
fasting.
benefits, I know. Yeah, I mean,
there's everything in general. Like it helps your skin, helps
that's
your hair.
true.
But fuck.
Fuck.
I forgot.
No, that's good. This is a first.
Oh yeah. I mean,
it's cool though. It's genuine. This is real right here.
But most of the time, I would do fasting for my health, to lose weight. You feel better overall, and you're more productive, because you don't have to wake up and then your mind's thinking like, "Fuck, I need to eat." Like I wake up and I'm like, "What should I do?" You know what I mean? Like I don't wake up and be like, "Fuck, I need some coffee. I need to eat." Like
cereal.
I can't start my day without some food. Like nah, I fucking wake up. I'm like, I'm ready to go. Like fuck eating. I don't have to eat until 3. And even if at 3 there's not gonna be food around, if I just drink some water, I'm cool.
Yeah.
Like I don't think about food.
Yeah, drinking water like most of the like half of the day.
Yeah.
Like after you wake up is really good for you, because it replaces takes up stomach space, you know?
Yeah.
That way you eat less food and you feel more full. But also like a lot of our muscles, it's made up of like 70% water.
Yeah.
So when you're drinking a lot of water, it actually replaces a lot of fat and your muscles grow, and it displaces that fat in your body.
Yeah.
So it's actually really good.
I tried doing that, but I always forget.
Yeah, drinking water. Drinking water is hard, bro.
I put it in my fucking morning routine. Like in my notes, I literally put wake up,
drink some water,
drink water, take a piss, and then go to reading. Like I have to fucking structure out my day, because I'm very, I get distracted quick.
Yeah.
Like I said. So if I don't have it written down, I won't do it. And like that shit fucks me up in the long term, because I'm trying to do so many different things that if I don't schedule it in, like I would forget. Like my editor, he's been fucking waiting for me to upload a video for like 3 days. You know? Like I feel bad, because I'm like, fuck, I'm trying to get that video done.
Yeah,
But
it'd be like that.
when I'm gonna go do that, some other shit comes up. Or I'll sit down on my computer, and instead of going straight to uploading the video, I go on YouTube, and then I'll like check my emails, and
get
then
sidetracked.
Yeah, I'll
just
get sidetracked,
digging through that shit.
and then like 3 hours later, it's like, oh shit, I need to go do this, and I never sent the video. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you're like, fuck, I feel bad.
Yeah,
that happens to me a lot, honestly. And it's like a lot of people have the fucking social media addiction, or just the phone addiction. Addiction. Like they can't. Like I was watching an interview the other day, and the guy was talking about how if you can't put your phone away, I literally just put my phone in my pocket. But if you put your phone out on the table when you're in a business meeting or at a meeting in general, and you put your phone on the table, face down, face up, it doesn't matter. You have an addiction. When you wake up in the morning and you hop on your phone right away, you have an addiction. Like, it's crazy, bro, how much, the phone is like
It's low-key true.
Dude, the phone, bro, we're literally cyborgs. Like we navigate through life with these phones, bro.
Yeah.
Like this helps us get through life.
Well, there's pros and cons.
The only difference of us like being we're a cyborg, but the only difference is that this is not in our
brain.
Yeah, it's in our pocket.
Yeah.
Eventually it'll be in our brain though.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. Like
I see it as a pro and a con because it's a pro because
it helps you and
you can fucking make $1 million off this shit.
You can. But it's also a distraction
if you don't know how to navigate
yeah.
it. Because like I think if you want to do something right now in today's age, shit's not gonna change. No one's gonna fucking wake up someday like, hey, I'm not gonna hop on my phone. It's just only gonna get worse, right?
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to develop a phone addiction, but do it in a healthy way. Like, don't consume the shit. Produce. Yeah. Like, I have to be on my phone. Like, as much people hate me and they're like, fuck, David's always on his phone. Cause like I'll be
posting content,
or I'll be like TikToks. Replying to emails, or I'll be like working on different shit. Like people are messaging me like, hey, like
people don't get that. People probably some people see it like in a way like, oh, this guy's like just flexing his business or whatever. Like, nah, dude, it's fucking content. Like it's literally, it's the new fucking, it's the new.
You got to.
Yeah, you have to now.
You can't go against it. You got to go with it. Like with TikTok. I fucking hate TikTok.
Oh,
that shit.
Like now I'm like, I gotta get on it now.
That shit destroyed my mind. Like my attention span got fucking worse because of TikTok. Because now it's like, if someone can't entertain me for a couple seconds, I'm on some other shit.
Yeah, swipe.
Like, even in real life, like some dude, not to be a dick about it, but he was like telling me shit, and he was so like monotone in his voice. Like, yeah, I was doing this, and I have this thing that he bought for X amount of money. Like he made it seem like it was a high amount of money. I'm just like I don't give a fuck, because like in my mind I'm like, fuck, I gotta do this. Like in my head I'm like, why the fuck am I standing here? Like, am I really just standing here because this person's saying some shit? Like, not in a dick way, but like I gotta go.
Ooh, my bad.
You good.
So I got some good news. Some very awesome shit just happened to me this past weekend. But we'll let you guys know in like the next few episodes. It's gonna be pretty dope. It's pretty exciting. A lot of cool shit's coming for Cigar Talks podcast. And,
yeah. Oh yeah.
It's fucking dope. Back to what you were saying.
Yeah, like the person, if you can't capture my attention, like I'm out.
Yeah.
Like I want to go to places where
I'll try to leave the conversation, exit the conversation.
Yeah,
I'll be like, all right, man, well, I'm gonna go.
Too.
Like at the gym, like people be talking to me and they'll be talking to like there's this fucking guy, bro, and he talks about this like subject that I don't really care for talking about.
Yeah.
And every time, like it's really the same thing. Every time he's talking to me, bro. And I'm just like, all right, man, well, I'm gonna get it in. Like,
you got to.
Yeah, bro. Like, bro, if that shit does not bring you value, just exit the conversation. Real shit. Like, I don't give a fuck about your desires, bro. Whatever. Like, it's the same shit all the time, bro. I don't want to talk about that. Like,
that's true, and that comes in every aspect of your life. Even like,
it could be in any dynamic of the relationships. Like,
Yeah, and you got to know how to capture your attention, bro. I tell this to so many people, I'm like, bro, you need to learn how to communicate. You need to learn how to capture someone's attention, because in any shit you want to do, you got to work with people.
Yeah,
you want to if you want to run a business, you got to learn how to fucking talk. And to learn how to talk, that's just the opening of selling, because you got to understand people. If you want a relationship with like women, you gotta fucking learn how to talk.
Yeah, you gotta talk to them,
because you're competing. Maybe not here, but in some area you're gonna be fucking competing.
The amount of interactions you have with strangers in a day is very key.
Yeah,
like one thing for me is like I try to challenge myself to just talk to different people. Like when I go to the store and buy some shit, I just be like, hey, how's it going?
Yeah, I do that shit too,
and just try to turn it into like a little small talk, but still talk about something.
Yeah,
like the weather or some shit.
Yeah.
It's small talk, but it's like, you know,
'Cause
I'm getting comfortable talking to people.
You never know who you'll meet.
Yeah, that too. You literally never know who you'll meet, who you'll run into and shit. Like, shit, honestly, I can't really think of anybody that I've just like. Well, actually, yeah, I'm talking to at work one time. I talked to this dude. He ended up being really cool. Now we talk every now and then and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, you never really know who you're gonna meet through those
Yeah.
interactions. You know what I mean?
Because I mean that happened to me when I was in LA. When I went to my mentor's house, there's like 70 people there, and I had to learn how to talk to. I didn't learn how to talk to them. Like I already know how to talk to people, but if I didn't learn how to talk, if I didn't take the years to learn how to communicate with people, I wouldn't have been there.
Mm.
I wouldn't have been able to meet some dope ass people that I could hit up and be like, hey, like, how do you do this? Or like, let's do some dope ass shit.
Mm.
Like I met some dude, he's like a music producer. He's like from Germany and he does crypto.
That's tight.
Like I see his stories, I'm like, this motherfucker's living the dream. Like he's fucking in Colombia, he's in fucking Mexico, he's in Puerto Rico, like in Miami and Texas. Like every time I open up his story, this fool's like at a different spot.
Wow.
And I'm like, all he does is like crypto and he makes beats.
Damn.
And he just travels and parties and
I need to get back on making the beats.
you know?
Yeah.
And in my head I'm like, when I met him, I'm like, he just like unlocked something in my mind. I'm like, why don't I try to do that? Like let me just teach people how to make music, sell courses, learn how to properly do it, because you got to run an online business, like email marketing, ads, all these different structures.
There's a certain way to do it.
Yeah.
Like the what is it? The law of certainty or the law of certain. Got to do a certain way to get a certain result.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta. That way you make money.
And I just fucking go to dope ass places that I want.
Yeah,
like, why am I gonna be stuck in my room? Like it's cool, but I look at other shit. I'm like, I can make money online by starting up like a Shopify store, even if it's like an extra 2 racks. Like 2 racks from that, 2 racks from like my music. That's already 4 racks.
Yeah, you can go
like,
somewhere with that. You can go to Vegas. You
yeah,
can go
like
to Miami.
fucking do other shit to make me money. I'm like,
yeah, making money online is like you're truly a free bird. Because I mean, if you have a brick and mortar business, you're tied to that location. You're tied to that demographic of, you know, consumers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like if you make money online, you can work from anywhere in the world, and that's what's pretty dope about online money.
And you got to have freedom too, because like I mix music, but I still physically have to be somewhere sitting down for 2 hours.
Yeah, recording and shit.
You know, which is cool. Like, I don't mind, but personally for me, it's like, do I really want to spend 2 hours of my life doing this for a song that I really don't care? Like, yeah, I might have got paid for it, but if money wasn't an option, I wouldn't have worked on this song. You know what I mean? So for me to be able to do more doper shit, I need to handle my finances. But to handle my finances that will fund the way I want to live, it has to be online.
Yeah.
Because you can't trade your time for money.
Mm-hmm.
Because like, what if I'm fucking in Mexico? Like, I'm not going to want to sit down 3 hours. I'd rather just meet artists there and then go to the studio there and record with artists there. You know what I mean?
So I remember you were talking about last time. You were like, "Oh, I don't know how I feel about the music shit anymore."
Yeah.
What about that? Like, you think you're gonna drift off into something else, or are you gonna still do music?
Yeah. Well, I've actually been doing like a lot of self-awareness and like learning about myself, that with the music shit, I'm gonna make it into a brand. Like, it's still gonna be me, but it's a lot easier. And I've learned this through like my mentoring. I've learned this through talking to other people. Everybody fucking wants to be the fucking main star. You know what I mean? Like, everybody wants to be the center of attention, which is cool. But I can't compete with fucking Murder Beats. You know, I can't compete with certain producers in LA because they're working with like fucking DJ Mustard.
Yeah.
You you know, people are looking at them. They're not fucking looking at me. You all right? You know what I mean? So it's easier. The same amount of work I'm putting into trying to grow myself as a producer, as an artist, as an engineer, if I were to dedicate that same amount of time into growing a brand, that shit would scale a lot better.
A brand as in like a personal brand, or a brand like an e-commerce brand
Like
with a product?
What I'm thinking is I'm gonna call it everything rap music, and it's gonna be literally all about recording, producing, well, just recording, mixing, and mastering, because that's like what I'm good at. The beats, I don't know how to fucking teach beats, because like it's a feeling.
Yeah, everyone's like a different. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like, I could teach engineering because I could tell people, look at this, hear this. Like beats is like, I don't know how to make beats. Like I just feel it. You know, like I just know the 808s go like this. I just know the piano goes like this. Like it's in my fucking head. Like I can't teach somebody that. You know?
Yeah, like the way you make beats is way different than when I was making beats. Way different. And like the styles we chose too is very different. Like you can't really teach that.
But it's a lot easier to dedicate 6 hours into growing a brand that I'm gonna call everything rap music, to specifically teach people how to do that. That's gonna have courses, that's gonna have like the same fucking YouTube videos. I'm just gonna rebrand it.
And go into a lot more detail, right?
And the YouTube videos are gonna be a lot shorter. Like I'm not gonna spend 20 minutes because I could just make a quick 5-minute video.
Yeah, like how to.
Or like a vlog.
Strictly.
And then it's like, hey, if you want to go more in depth, get the course. Like, you know what I mean? So it's more, I'm going to grow a brand on that. And then my public, you know, like the shit I post on my Instagram right now is not going to be music. Like, it's just going to be skimps of music, but it's going to be more of like, shit I want to do.
Yeah, like lifestyle, all the ventures you're in and stuff. Yeah, I see that like with a lot of, like, what's his name? I forgot his name. His name's like Ralph something. But he does like wholesaling. He does like e-commerce. He does like FBA, stocks.
Yeah.
And like he has different accounts for these like different brands, right?
Yeah.
But then he has like his personal account, and it's like just lifestyle, business, whatever, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
And shit. Yeah, I would do the same thing, honestly. That's like same thing with the podcast. Like, we have this podcast, but this is not the only thing we're working on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that's the thing. Like I had to learn how to separate shit.
Yeah.
Like music, it's part of me. People look for me and seek me for that, but that's not all of me. I'm not even in here fucking 24/7 like most.
And that people. Goes back to knowing being yourself.
Yeah.
Knowing yourself.
Cause like I know, like I genuinely like this. I like teaching it. People seek me, but I'm just gonna have that main curriculum, and I'm gonna be adding to it. But I'm still gonna fucking learn how to do crypto. I'm still gonna learn how to do drop shipping, online Shopify stores, because it's a lot easier to dedicate 8 hours of my day into learning how to make 10K a month than 10 hours a day on music that is only gonna make me like a couple racks. You know what I mean? And then with that money, I could go travel, and I already know how to communicate with people, so I could just go to Mexico. Like literally, I could go to Sinaloa right now, and I could find a studio.
Yeah.
Because like I know people there. I could hit up some artists. Even if I don't know how to, if I don't know any artists there, I could fucking go on Instagram, look up the town, scroll through. Oh, here's a fucking artist that tagged it, and let me message them.
They say money isn't everything, but bro, money is everything.
Hell yeah.
Money gets you into circles. Money makes your fucking life easier.
Yeah.
Gets rid of it solves problems usually. Yeah. You know what I mean? But like, dude, money is the goal. Like, you got to be able to make money from anywhere. That's like, honestly, like,
it's like the money and being yourself. Because like, what's the point of having all this money if you don't know anybody? If you don't know how to enjoy it? Because I've fallen into the trap where all I do is business, and like I don't go out. And then fucking 2 years pass, and like I'm fat, and I got no friends.
Yeah, I've seen I don't know if you've seen Joe Lambton's tweet, but he said, you know, if you have like no money, then work on your socializing skills.
Yeah.
You know? Suffice for that.
Yeah,
Like
for real.
make people laugh. You know,
Yeah.
communicate. Learn how to communicate. Because like if you don't know how to communicate, you're not gonna be able to get into these like circles, and your net worth is not gonna go up. You know what I mean?
And it all comes down to actually being yourself and being pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like
Because people are gonna fuck with you.
I've been in the studio with fucking like gang members. You know, like these fools have probably done some crazy ass shit, and they respect me. Why? Because like I'm doing their music, and I know how to talk to them.
Yeah.
Like I know how to communicate with them.
Yeah, you
I know
relate to them.
what not to fucking ask them, and how to get like stories popping up. Like just say a stupid ass comment that they relate to. And like, oh yeah, and like a lot of them like talking. Like fucking gang members. They're like some of the nicest people I fucking know.
Yeah, they're cool. As long as you respect them. They
Yeah.
respect you. That's it.
I've met like actual fucking murderers that have done like years in prison.
Yeah,
and they're some of the nicest fucking people I know. You know? Because it's like I know how to talk to them.
Yeah.
And it's in any situation. Like when I fucking go to like networking events. Like when I was in LA, all the motherfuckers they never been around like gang members. Like they all come from like normal ass families.
Yeah.
But I know how to talk to them.
Some of them. Yeah.
You know, some of them like I know how to talk to them. I know how to, you know, like get them to open up and like create that genuine connection.
Yeah.
And I only do that with certain people because I don't want to just open up a portal or communication with someone that's gonna bring me drama. Or like I'm not gonna kick it with someone who's fucking submerged in some stupid ass shit like oh people are fucking trying to kill me and like you know like all paranoid and shit. I'm like bro like you just go to work and go home,
bro. Like, I met someone like that. I had this one job and there was this white dude and he would talk about how the government would gang stalk him. You ever heard of that? Gang stalking?
Nah.
It's like when basically you think that like the feds are watching you. Like he would think like every helicopter that passes by, he's like, "Oh goddamn, they're fucking watching me right now." He was from Georgia, bro. He was hella funny.
Yeah.
I forgot his name, but we called him Georgia. That's what we called him. But yeah, he would talk about every single day, bro. Just talk about. He's like, "Oh yeah, I went to this park and all these white cars just parked right in front of the park, like trying to trip me out, trying to scare me." And I'm just like, bro, you're not doing anything.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Like, you just like, you're here at work. Like, why would they want to bother you here at work?
Yeah. No, I feel it. It's true. Like, there's people like that.
Yeah, there's fucking people that just are submerged into, like, just one thing in their life. And it's just, like, they can never relieve themselves to other things. You know what I mean?
And that's why you got to pick and choose who you're around.
Yeah. For real.
Like, for example, like, you might be like, well, you're fucking in the studio with gang members. But I'm like, yeah, but we're making music. I'm not just fucking chopping it up with them.
Yeah, they're paying him.
And, you know, kicking it with them like we're making music. And as we're making music, I'm building that connection. Like, I'll talk to them like, oh, what's up? Like, what's going on with your music? Oh, okay, have you tried this? And like, oh, no, I never thought about that. Because maybe for him, music is an escape. You know? So he might not look into the business side of it as more as he's like, well, I don't know what the fuck's working, but people like my music. So like when I talk to him, like, oh, have you tried this? Or he'll be like, we just start talking like about music, about like the way we grew up.
And that right there is genuine too.
Yeah.
And like that shit is gonna last long. They're gonna come back for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're gonna kind of keep coming to you just for that shit. Like just for being genuine and being real and helpful.
And then they hit me up. So now it's like, well, this gang member is pretty cool with me.
Yeah.
You know, like meet some fucking drug dealers. You know, like I meet so many fucking different type of people. Like,
hey, women love drug dealers.
I be meeting like just random ass people doing music or just going out and about. Like just throughout my day, like someone looks pretty cool, like I'll compliment them.
Yeah.
Because like I know it takes balls for someone to dress up pretty fucking weird. Like I personally won't dress like that. But there's some motherfuckers that dress weird.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
you got guts though. You got
like,
the
who the
confidence.
fuck's this dude? Like maybe he's cool or like, I don't know. Like,
yeah, you never know.
But it all comes down to like, for me to be able to do that, I have to be myself.
Yeah.
You know, because I can't pretend like I know everything because I don't. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, like the other day, some dude came up to me and he was like, bro, that's a sick ass sleeve. Kind of look at it.
yeah.
And I was like, it's very odd, you know? Like, I was in the mall, bro, and dude just walked up to me. He's like, bro, that's a sick ass fucking sleeve. Could I look at it?
Yeah.
Just showed him, and he was like,
But like that's kind of weird. Like he should have been like, hey, like opened it up, like talk with you, and then like maybe like the third, fourth sentence, like, oh, like what
Well, I
tattoos
mean-
you got, or like say it in a way where you would want to show them.
well, I mean, like, I honestly probably wouldn't have wanted to stop for small talk.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of do appreciate that he just like straight up said, "Oh,
Yeah.
you got a sick ass sleeve. Like, can I look at it?"
Yeah.
But like maybe if I was like standing in line, then yeah, he could have opened up with like, "Yo, like this line's long as fuck, bro. They're taking forever."
Yeah.
You know, there's small talk. You know, right out, and then, yeah, the conversation just goes into the tattoo thing.
Yeah.
But I was walking through the mall, so like, you know, him just saying, "Hey, that's a sick ass sleeve," like it's all good. But
Yeah, it's
there's like
it's
certain
knowing,
dynamics.
yeah, it's knowing the dynamics of it.
Yeah.
And that's a big thing. Like,
Yeah,
with
dynamics is key
everything.
too. You got to know
It's like
dynamics.
talking to women, talking to business people, talking even to your own fucking family. Like people don't realize how hurtful their words could be towards their family.
Very true.
Because like you might be joking, like someone in your family might be telling you something, and you might joke around because it's just natural for you to put them down.
Yeah.
But they were actually trying to tell you something. You know what I mean? Like even when I talk to my sister, like I try not to make fun of her, because why am I gonna make fun of her? Like every time I talk to my sister, we talk about like life. Like I'll tell her like shit I'm doing, or like some funny ass stories that happened to me, or like I'll just genuinely talk with my sister, because I don't see the point of like flipping her off as a fucking joke. You know, like why don't I just create a better connection with her where it's more, oh, this is what I'm doing. You know,
More
like,
genuine, more respectful.
yeah, because
and there's equity in family.
yeah, like I don't know what the fuck she goes through. Like she's a fucking girl. Like I don't know what the fuck girls go through. I could only imagine, but I'm pretty sure she has problems. I'm pretty sure she has stress in her life or worries and shit like that. So like, why don't I just try to help her? And like I try to do that with the closest people around me, like with you. Like if you were to tell me like I'm trying to do this, I'm like, oh, that's fucking dope. Do it. And if I know some shit about it, I'm like, have you tried doing this? Because I've learned so many different types of shit. You know, like if someone right now tells me, someone close to me tells me, hey, I'm trying to build a business, I'll personally dedicate 6 of my hours to help them. Even though I could do some other shit to make money, but if my nephew tells me I'm doing this, which one of my nephews did, he has like a hustle. So I'm like, oh, I need that done.
That's tight.
You know,
Shout
I
out
told
nephew.
him, you know, like, hey, fucking do this for me. And then he was like, I think he's doing something with shoes. So I'm like, I got like 4 pairs of shoes, bro. Do you just want to sell them? Like, I gave them to him, you know, because it's like,
Damn.
I fucking want him to do that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like, bro, you're in high school. When I was
That's
in fucking
tight.
high school, I was playing video games and
Yeah,
like,
I wasn't doing shit.
you know, like he's hustling.
Yeah,
and
hell
like,
yeah. That's good.
I'm gonna tell him like, come with me. Like, let me teach you how to make money online, because he's my nephew.
Yeah.
Like, I want to teach him like, you know, like TikTok's fucking big.
Pass
I
down
know,
the
I know you're on
knowledge.
TikTok. Like, you're 16. Like, I know you're on TikTok, but let me tell him, fuck watching those videos. Like, if they're really funny, they're gonna show you them. You know what I mean? Like, if something really bad happens, they're gonna tell you. Like, that's why I don't watch the news. Like, if some shit really happens, like, my mom's gonna be telling me like, hey, did you hear about this? I'm like, oh no. Okay, cool. The rest of it is fucking pointless.
Yeah.
But to my nephew, I'm like, let me teach you how not to consume TikTok, and let me teach you how to produce and
TikTok.
show your hustle. And then once you grow a following from here, let me teach you the next step. You know, because that's my nephew,
crazy.
and I want him to be twice as far as where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
Because if I spent the last 4 years and over fucking $10,000 on my self-education, learning business, learning all these different things, like meeting different people, networking, just to be able to have what I have now and the clarity that I have of, I need to do this. I need to separate this and dedicate my time to that because that's what's going to work. Fuck the bullshit. Fuck everything else. I need to dedicate my time to that to be able to buy out my freedom to do the shit I want to do here.
Yeah.
Because I'm fucking 25 and what the fuck do I really got? You know what I mean? Like,
You got 5 more years.
literally 5 more years before I hit my prime.
Yeah.
And in my prime, where the fuck do I want to be?
Yeah.
Am I really going to be getting out the fucking slumps of living day by day, paycheck to paycheck? Or by the time I'm 30, I'm going to be fucking balling.
Yeah. That's
And
the
I'm going to
goal.
have my nephew with me making money.
Fuck
I'm going to have
yeah.
my brother with me making money. I'm going to have
And
my
with
sister
that,
making money.
With helping out your family, you're more likely to break the chain of, you know, being a shape.
Yeah.
Real shit. Like, that's the whole thing for me. Like,
Yeah.
I want to be the first.
Yeah.
I want to be the first millionaire, or at least help one of my family members be the first millionaire.
Yeah. And it comes down to like how we said, like, I want them to be around me, but I want you to be around. I want other of my boys, like my coach that teaches me how to fight. Like, every time I talk to him, like, we just bounce off ideas. Or he'll tell me like, hey, what do you think about this? I'm like, oh, this is how I see it within this industry. But he does fighting. Like, that's a whole different mindset. That's a whole different fucking culture.
Hey,
But
fighters can be successful as fuck,
But the
bro.
business is the same.
Yeah.
And that's like the online business of creating that brand, creating that personal brand where you'll be able to make money because the money is out there. You know, you just got to learn how to take it.
Yeah.
And it all goes down to like a couple skills you got to learn. But I want the people around me to also be successful. Because like, what if one day I'm 30 and I tell my fighting coach, like, fuck it, let's go to Muay Thai. Like, let's go do Muay Thai in Thailand. Because that's where it originates from.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want fucking $8,000 to stop us. Like, that's fucking dope as fuck. Imagine going to Thailand
To go
fighting,
fight. Crazy.
you know, for like
Hey,
two,
they're
3
savage.
weeks. You know, yeah.
They're savage
Like,
out
they're
there,
gonna
bro.
beat my ass, like, but it's gonna make me tougher.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know, I'm gonna put myself in a new position. But when I'm in Thailand, like, why don't I take some of my shit with me and record some songs out there?
Yeah.
You know, like, what if by the time we're 30, we're like, fuck it, let's go to New York and smoke some cigars?
Yeah, hell yeah. That'd be
Or
a
like, let's
vibe.
start up this other business,
Yeah.
you know? Or like,
Hey, soon, right now. Soon, we're working on it.
yeah, you know? But like, I want people around me that are also on some dope ass shit.
Yeah, for real. Like for me, like, I just want to bring people up.
Yeah.
Like, I want to level up people, like, mentally. Because it all starts with the mental.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the other day, this dude at work, he was talking to me about this girl. He was like, bro, I don't even know why I'm still texting this girl. Like, she just plays with my feelings and shit. I'm like, I was like, bro.
Just cut her off,
I mean,
find a new one.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, I didn't laugh at him. I was just like, bro, you are the prize, bro.
Yeah.
You don't got to tolerate that. There are literally so many girls
Hell yeah.
out here. Like, there's not just one specific girl that's meant for you, literally. Like,
Yeah, that's true. You gotta find
yeah,
her.
you can't have one-itis, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
All women are compatible with you. I mean, not all women, but like, there's so many women that will be compatible with you. You just gotta find them. That's it.
And you gotta know, and it ties back to knowing yourself. Because if you don't know how you are, you can't get a girl that matches you.
Yeah.
Because you might say you like some loud chick that likes to party right now. You know, or fucking 19 or 20, whatever, however old you are, you're like, I just want to fucking party. But what if she never grows out of that state? And you're 25 and you just want to focus on the business.
Yeah,
You know?
you want a calm girl. You want like a...
Some
just
girl
someone-
that's going to make you coffee. Some girl's going to
Yeah,
make
exactly.
you food because that's what you need.
Yeah.
So you got to...
You gotta know what you want.
Yeah, you got to know what you want, but you also have to try a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and you gotta have an abundant mindset. You can't have
Yeah.
that scarcity mindset. Like, honestly, there's no such thing as a soulmate.
Yeah,
You know,
for us.
because like, bro, how many times have we bounced out of relationships,
Yeah.
and like the next one they say, "Oh, this is my soulmate, the
Yeah.
love of my life." Like, girls do this shit all the time.
Yeah,
Girls
for
break up
us.
with a dude and they get with another dude, and they're like, "Oh, this is the love of my life."
Yeah.
And they break up with him, and the next one is the love of my life.
Yeah.
Like, it's the same shit, you know.
Yeah.
Women have a natural, abundant mindset when it comes to dating.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like women date up, bro.
Yeah,
They always
hell
try
yeah.
to date something better.
Yeah.
But like that's what a lot of men need to adopt is the abundant mindset.
Hell yeah. And it's true though, because it's like there's so many girls, different types of girls. You just gotta know yourself and be able to maximize. Like everybody has, in business terms, everybody has a niche.
Mm-hmm.
Every guy has a certain type of girl that is compatible with him. But if he doesn't know himself, he's not gonna be able to find it. He's gonna choose the wrong girl and it's gonna be toxic. Like I know how I am.
Mm-hmm.
At these last couple years of my life, I wouldn't be able to date a party girl because I couldn't go out every weekend because I was working.
Yeah.
So if I would have had that type of girl, I wouldn't have been able to do all this stuff and I would have been nothing but drama problems. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like you got to know how to pick the girl because at the end of the day, you're the one that picks her.
Yeah.
She don't pick you.
You need to know your vibe. That way you find someone to match your vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like for me, like I like an adventurous person. Like,
Yeah.
I like to go do shit, you know, not just party. I like to go hiking. I like to go to the beach.
Yeah.
I like to go try new foods and shit, you know?
Yeah.
That shit's cool to me. And that starts with me knowing myself. I know what I want. I know how I am. I know what I like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm not going to like pretend to be I'm not gonna pretend to be the Weekend, fucking partying.
Yeah.
Every fucking, you know what I mean? Like doing lines and shit. I'm not gonna fucking compromise myself for just to impress some girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be a pothead for a whole weekend just to impress her on the first dates and shit, you know? All right, y'all. We just had a little intermission. Sorry about that. But we're just gonna cut it off right there. But key point, know yourself, get to know yourself, be self-aware. Always analyze yourself. Always try to grow. Don't be fake. Be genuine. Bring value to others.
Yep.
You know, and just keep it pushing. Keep moving. No matter what you're going through in life, that's all it is. The best thing you can do is just keep moving forward. You know what I mean? But yeah.
That's true. But at the end of the day, like we said, it all comes back to knowing who you are, knowing what you actually want, and being able to communicate with the people that you need in your life. And this goes in every area of your life. Like, you can't always just kick it with one person. Like, you're gonna have to put yourself in different situations, different scenarios.
Yep.
And you gotta learn how to adapt to it.
And you can't always kick it with people. You gotta be alone sometimes.
For us.
But try to read the book Principles by Ray Dalio.
Yeah, it's a good book.
Try to live by some principles, some values, have some core values. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that'll kind of help you. It could be as simple as like, don't hang around negative people.
Yeah.
You know, like for me, I don't like talking to complainers, honestly.
Yeah.
Because I don't complain much myself.
Yeah. I'm the same way. Like, I only focus on 4-5 areas of my life. Like right now, in my fucking mind, all I think about is business, money, like finances.
Yep, same.
Fitness, which is like fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Like my family and relationships.
Yeah, pretty much the same here. Yeah.
Like what I don't need to focus. Like if I don't go out for a couple months, I honestly don't care. But when I do go out, I know how to enjoy it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I know how to maximize it because the way I live my life, it's like I always get shit done. And if I'm quick to sacrifice the shit that needs to be sacrificed. Like that's why I don't let girls disrespect me. And any girl who could ever think they could disrespect me or tell me some shit, I'm like,
okay,
like
doesn't bother me.
Yeah,
bitch.
like I'm out. You know, like I'm not gonna do this shit. But because I'm so fucking,
take that back.
You know, like I'm so focused on the shit that I'm doing that I'm locked in.
Yeah.
And I only see up.
Yeah, for real. Don't let that negative shit phase you. Honestly,
Yeah.
people are always gonna have their own fucking opinions and shit,
Yeah.
so it don't even matter.
But like wherever I go, I be myself. Like even though some people don't like it, like I've been around people where like, yeah, this is gonna sound like a dick, but yeah, like, yeah, you got anxiety, but I don't. You know? Like, yeah, you're not comfortable talking to other people, but I like it.
I like it, yeah.
I like going into places and like,
And they should want to learn from that rather than be like, oh, well, I can't.
yeah.
Like, people be limiting themselves. Don't
You
limit
know?
yourself. You know what I mean? Like,
And,
you
like-
could do shit.
And like, I don't want to be around that.
And another key point too is that can go with this conversation is back to what my boy Matthew said. No one has gotten anywhere without somebody.
Yeah,
You know
for
what I mean?
us. That's true.
Real shit.
Yeah, because you got to build your group.
Yeah, you got to build your tribe.
Yeah, like
Real
I'm not gonna start a business with some random ass person. Like I'd rather start a business with you.
Yeah.
Like if I'm gonna help someone with business, I'm gonna help one of my boys out because my boy got my back.
Yeah. We have that connection. Our
Yeah.
mindsets have that correlation. You know what I mean? Like it's not like imagine this guy is doing what he's doing, but I'm just obsessed with sports. You think he's gonna fucking try to build a business with me? No.
Yeah, unless it's
probably
like
not.
a sporting business.
Yeah.
but then that comes in like you got to implement contracts and like different shit like that.
Yeah, I gotta know about that stuff. Like,
Yeah,
but nah, you're not gonna fuck with someone that, you know, has a certain just one specific thing, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
because like for example, us, because we smoke cigars, or we're gonna start going to places that like lounges.
mhm.
It's easier for us to do a business deal with someone at a cigar lounge than it'll be in the streets
Yeah.
because we have a common interest.
Yep.
We're at the same spots.
They were at the same spots.
We have something to show.
Yeah.
Because like someone tells me like, oh, let's build a business. I'm
And
like, for sure,
typically
let's
people
do it.
that smoke cigars are usually you see a lot of successful
You know?
people smoking
Yeah.
cigars. So obviously they got some stuff going on.
And it could be like an older person who doesn't know online shit.
Yeah.
I do.
Mhm.
I could tell them, like, hey, I make this amount of money online. These are my leads.
Yep.
These are my customers.
You could put them on
I
and
could
then
put my
they'll fuck
stats.
with
I
you.
could pull my stats up and be like, it's going pretty good for what I do. And then it's like, oh, well, how could I do this for you?
Yep.
And boom, you just make a deal. Like, I'll handle this shit for you and you pay me. Or
Yeah.
you help me with this, I'll help you with that.
Yep.
Even just trade a value. Like, fuck, we're supposed to be wrapping it up. But
Nah, like keep going.
But,
It's all
like,
good.
I do that with music. Like, some of the people I record, I don't charge them.
Mhm.
Because to me, they're more important than money.
Yeah.
Like if I were to charge
That connection is more valuable.
yeah, like with an artist I work with, I'm even thinking like I'm gonna stop working with other artists and just work with like exclusively 3 or 4
Mm.
because I rather dedicate my time in my friend that's an artist that I know will make good music and does make good music because I actually hear the music, than to work on someone's song that's paying me $100. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like, yeah, I'm gonna get $100 here, but I'm just gonna send the song back and I'm never gonna hear it again.
Mhm.
When I could spend those 2 hours recording my boy that I know is gonna make a dope ass music video to it that has a pretty good following,
Mhm.
and work a song with him and then come up with the deal like, all right, let's do this.
Yeah. And
You
then
know?
on top of that, you're getting marketing right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, your work is being shown. And that shit just comes back even more rather than just one little
Yeah.
$100.
Yeah, and it's like I grab everything that I have and I take it, like all the value. Like we're recording songs, I'm still filming. Like we're recording songs, I still tell them like, try this, do this, like, or
You give him all your knowledge, not just your equipment and your time, your knowledge too.
yeah, like we were chopping it up, we're building together,
Yeah.
and it's like I'd rather much more do that because
It's much more valuable.
if I ask him for something, he's willing to do it for me.
Yeah.
Like I need a music video shot.
Yeah, there's going to be a way higher ROI.
Yeah, like building that genuine connection rather than temporary money is a lot better. And you want to surround yourself with those people, and at the same time teach people
It's facts.
who are below you.
Yep. You want to bring up people, be able to bring up people, you know, influence people. Influence is like, what is it? So inspiration is the highest act of a human.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
For us.
It's the highest inspiring act. Yeah, inspiration is the highest act as a human. And that's what you want to do. You want to be able to help people. You know what I mean? Like this life, I think this life, that we live is like everyone just wants to take and just, you know, live for themselves and be selfish. But like, I think it's very important to help,
Yeah.
and helping can take you so far, rather than just like focusing on yourself. Even if someone doesn't want to take the advice you give them, just give it to them anyways and just keep your life moving. You know what I mean?
That's true.
But yeah, that's like the whole thing with this episode is just be yourself, be genuine, be real. Don't be fake. Don't take. You know what I mean?
That's true.
And just give value, and that's it.
Yeah.
It'll take you far. Trust.
Yeah. And stay up to date with our episodes. We're gonna be dropping more content, more episodes.
Yeah, we got some good news coming up. It's pretty exciting moves coming up. It's pretty. That's why we didn't have a fucking episode last week. We had a lot going on and shit, but we got a lot in the works.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be pretty busy this weekend and shit, but hey, we going up.
Yeah. Now we want you to stay connected, so follow.
Yeah,
subscribe,
follow us. Share this episode.
DM us like what's your favorite part, or if you got any questions or any problems.
Yeah, leave some comments. Whatever you guys feel like, you know, letting us know. Let us know.
Yeah, or like even like different ideas or mindsets you're going through, because throughout life you're gonna go through different shit, different stages.
Yeah,
like,
very, very different stages.
At some point, all you're gonna want to do is party. Fuck it, we'll teach you how to do that the best way you could.
Yeah,
like, honestly,
shit.
like if you're gonna dedicate yourself to party, well, fuck it, like let us teach you how to meet promoters.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know, why are you gonna fucking throw a crappy ass party just to start off when we could just teach you who to go to?
Hey, we know some people that be making
best.
money off parties here too.
Yeah, like if you want to learn how to do business shit, like fuck, we'll teach you how to do business.
Yeah,
but just stay connected.
Yeah, stay connected. Subscribe, like, follow. We appreciate all you guys tuning in. Even if you don't like our shit, we don't really care. We got the view, so
share it to who you think might benefit it.
I don't even know.
And just keep it pushing.
What a young nigga gotta go through to get to where he at. Peace. But I feel like I'm destined. I feel like I'm gonna be successful with something. My name ringing jail and I ain't even been here.